Every day and night, every night and day, I wanna love your body, girl, in every single way. Every day and night, every night and day, I wanna love your body, girl, in every single way. We have to tell it and we getting it on. Baby girl, tell me what you wanna do. Yeah, right. We can stuff on the bed, bath and beyond. Baby girl, tell me what you into. Yeah. Cause every day and night, every night and day, I wanna love your body, girl, in every single way. Every day and night, every night and day, I wanna love your body, girl, in every single way. Forever, my lady, like Jodeci. You see your body keep controlling me, and I'm trying to get it popping like it's ecstasy. But your body should stay close to me. We gon' get it poppin', we gon' get it poppin' and soaking wet, fuck around. Got your girls, man, they all upset. Where you at? Where you at? Where you been spending time? Got a man, I always hit you up, but you not around. I be on not a man, I hit you up on the phone. I'm head down to pick you up, baby girl, when you all alone. I want to call you up, but I can't do that shit. Come over here, baby, you the one I'm rolling with. You the one I'm fooling with. I spend the hours, 1,000 flowers, and tuna fish. Baby girl, you the only one that I'm dealing with. I swear to God, the MC Hammer catch you too legit. And didn't know that you my mama, Mia. Baby girl, you picture perfect like the Mona Lisa. Take you out to France, do it a little dance. Telling me that you love me, you posting it on the gram. And didn't know that you my mama. Mama Mia, baby girl, you picture perfect like the Mona Lisa. Take you out to France, do it in no dance. Telling me that you love me, you posting it on the gram. Baby girl, I got plans for you. Better yet, I made plans for two. Take your time, let me admire you. And baby girl, we get it poppin' like we supposed to do. We can start from the stairs, girl, I promise an hour. After we done with charades, we can jump in the shower. I'll tell the world that it's yours, baby girl, that it's ours. Anything that you need in life, baby, I got you. Baby girl, you the one, boo. Cause you to be the one when time gets up, I turn to. Girl, I really love and I do admire you. You the one that I need.
Allen Bernard International, or ABR, is a management consulting firm with a team of consultants and associates who focus on growing and transforming home healthcare agencies, nonprofits, and small businesses in other industries as well as individuals. Our services include ABR Business Support Services, ABR Accounting and Tax Services, and ABR Anti-Money Laundering Compliance Services. At ABR, we bring to each assignment dedication and commitment, experience and skills, performance-based process, integrated solution teams, and client relations. For more inquiries on our services, call phone number 469-378-3955. That's Allen Bernard International, or ABR, transforming business through ideas.
Don't sleep, come.
When you talk durable, environmental friendly, and an all-weather surface smoothener, the only name that comes to mind is Zize Quality Paints. Zize Quality Paints come in all color and is produced in the USA. You don't have to worry anymore, because with Zize Quality Paints, you can change from oil to water-based paint with no damage to your wall or surface. And also, Zize Paint doesn't peel your wall. The good news is we can customize your paint based on your preference. Locate our offices in Police Academy Junction, RRA Highway, and our newly opened branch at LMC Junction, St. Paul Bridge, Bourgeois Island. For the first of its kind in Liberia, Zize Quality Group of Companies Incorporated introduces the Painter Referral Cash Commission. Professional painters can earn referral cash commission ranging from $5 United States dollars to $375 United States dollars when your client buy minimum total sale value greater than or equal to $200 United States dollars per transaction. This offer runs from September 5th, 2022 to December 31st, 2022. Interested professional painters can contact any of our Zize Quality Paint store locations. This is our way of appreciating our valued professional painters for their support and continuous commitment to doing business with us. The qualification is just simple. You must be a professional painter. Referral cash commission is based on per transaction and not on accumulated purchases. For more information, call phone numbers 0777 366 142 or 0555 386 177. Zize Quality Paints. Give your property a shine.
Let me see you.
Made with ginger, coconut water, natural juice flavor, vitamins and minerals is Muncie Power Drink. Muncie Power Drink helps reduce high blood pressure, get rid of toxins, help improve children and adult memory. It also helps the body fight effects of excess sugar. Muncie Power Drink has no added sugar, no artificial flavors, and all natural ingredients. It is a healthy drink for just everybody. It has 4 natural juice flavors: pineapple, mango, strawberry, and turmeric. For wholesale or retail purchase, visit major supermarkets across Monrovia and its environs. If you are outside Monrovia, you can do your purchase at Kakata Supermarket and Ataro Business Center in Ganta. You can also visit our store on the O Road, right next to the American School. For more information, call us on 0770 307 572 or 0776 580 730. Muncie Power Drink, not just your regular energy drink.
Do you need a car?
Ready for an upgrade?
Then come to Sika Motors, sole distributors of Toyota vehicles, Mitsubishi vehicles, and Yamaha motorbikes, genuine accessories and spare parts.
You name it, we have it. We have the 2022 brands of Toyota vehicles. Select from our new Toyota Starlight,
Toyota Belter, Toyota Rush.
We've got the best deal in town through our Sika Motors financing schemes with selected banks, EcoBank Liberia and UBA Liberia, starting at the lowest as 500 USD. You won't believe these prices. Come for quality, reliability, and durability. Take a spin and let's make a deal.
Sika Motors on the UN Drive at Sayotown, Bushra Island, or call Sika Motors on +231 775 987 758 or email cmarketing@cfao.com. Sika Motors, drive with confidence.
We all know the headache we go through sending money to our loved ones, friends, and family in Liberia. High fees, long lines in banks, the usual complaint of the system being down, such a waste of time and energy. That is why I was very happy when I learned that Sendwave is now in Liberia. So now I can send money anytime from anywhere directly from my smartphone to the MTN Lone Star Cell mobile money account of a loved one, friend, or family within seconds for just a tiny fee. So download Sendwave now to your phone from your Apple Store or Google Play Store. Add your details, and don't worry, they are very safe and secure. And start sending money today. Don't forget to insert the promo code COSTA to get free $5 credit added to your first transfer. Sendwave is secure, super fast, and by far the most affordable way to send money to Liberia. I'm Henry P. Costa and a very happy customer. Thank you.
Welcome to the program. You're listening to the Costa Show. You are watching us live on Facebook, on YouTube, and a number of other platforms. We're glad to be here. Today is Friday, the 20th day of January 2023. Good morning, Walker.
Good morning, Costa, and good morning to our many listeners. It's a weekend edition, so we are here, and I guess it's going to be a firing discussion this morning. A lot of things to be looked at.
Yeah, I mean, especially considering yesterday's mammoth turnout to receive JNB at the Unity Party headquarters, and the a number of disenchanted seditions under the banner, disenchanted seditions, endorsing Joe Walker, joining the Unity Party. Yeah, that's going to be high on our agenda. Joe Walker was supposed to have suffered a stroke, according to the naysayers and the evil, malicious naysayers. He was supposed to be paralyzed. But we saw him yesterday. Walker, what did you make of that? I mean, we saw him in video, not just pictures. I mean, the day before, yesterday, we saw some pictures. I mean, everybody was like, okay. But then they said, well, we want to see video. But yesterday, they saw him in video. Thousands and thousands and thousands of people watched it. What do you make of it? How he looked very lively. He was smiling. Last night when we spoke, I said, Uncle Joe, I want to be sick like you. I told him that. He started laughing. I said, no, seriously, I want to be sick like you because the thing you did, today, you're supposed to be sick and paralyzed, having suffered a stroke. I want to be sick like you. So, Bagai, what do you make of that, Bagai?
Costa, the issue
now.
The naysayers and those that said he couldn't move, the left arm was already gone. I was so excited, to see him lifting his hands, both hands, shaking them, getting up, dancing, and making sure that the Liberian people see the patient that they were talking about.
He was dancing.
The doctor that knows him of such sickness need to come up now and tell the people that, yes, I have discharged my patient and he's good to go. So we are still awaiting a statement from the family doctor to come.
No, but here's what needs to happen. That doctor that was able to treat, or that physical therapist that was able to treat JMB to recover in such a dramatic, speedy fashion from the stroke, that doctor needs to, we need to advertise that doctor so everybody who has a stroke can go there, or who have a stroke can go there. Because, I mean, to have recovered that quickly from a stroke, I mean, it's remarkable. It's beyond belief.
And did that Nima Bowie need to come out? Because she did a fantastic job by, coming up with a statement that the person is critically ill and don't have to be in a political space of our country. And in a day or two, the person coming back in public glare that, oh yes, I'm okay now. I think that Lehman Bowie should be.
You are a crazy boy, Dr. Lehman. But anyway, let me just say this. Okay, most of our calls today will be focused on this. I mean, we want to get from our people what their reaction is. Dr. Lehman Bowie, I like that. Medical doctor, not doctor of philosophy. But anyway, let me just say this. So JMB is on his way to the States, but that's not the issue. The issue is the program yesterday was such a success. Parker, did you expect that kind of crowd? I was surprised. The crowd was huge.
Absolutely.
There was no mobilization.
No.
There was no mobilization. There was only an announcement on Facebook. JMB will speak at the Unity Party headquarters tomorrow. And that was it.
That's all.
It was such a huge crowd. Organic crowd. Nobody was paid money. They didn't buy water from anybody. People were there. Look, when the people had decided, when the people are decided, there is nothing you can do to undecide them or to distract them from their decision. Their minds are made up. The other issue we're talking about, of course, so JMB is doing very great. At least all the naysayers have been put to rest. I mean, all the malicious, the evil, wishful thinking or wishful thoughts have all been very, silenced. They've all been silenced. But what do you think they're going to be saying now? I mean, they've seen the man. He's come out in public. He's danced for them. His both hands are working. He's smiling. His mouth isn't twisted. All the physical signs and symptoms that you can see or tell from someone who has suffered a stroke, none of those things happened to him. So what next do you think is going to be, what do you think is going to be the next line of their next propaganda?
The next propaganda, Costa, is that why is it that JMB came in the public yesterday and he's leaving for America today? So he only came up yesterday to show off and they Today, leave the country to the US to go for medical, attention. So what they are saying now, JB not supposed to go America. Once you guys say he's well, let him be in Liberia here. They are forgetting to know that he has previously planned the trip prior to all of these things happening.
This trip, we had worked on this trip. We had planned a trip back to happen back in October. But then JMB had to receive a delegation from the US, including a state senator and the Georgia Chamber of Commerce. In November, he received them from the US. And so when they went to Liberia, they met with him. They had a great engagement, and they said they were going to invite him. So we said, well, you know what? Then we're going to work with the team to plan the trip properly so that he comes. So now we started working with the Chamber of Commerce of Georgia and the state senator and all those people. That's why the trip was deferred. So we deferred the trip because we were now working with those people. So we had to incorporate their plans and their suggestions with ours. That's what we had to do. So that's why the trip was deferred. But we decided to put the trip in January to not let January pass. So AMB was going to come to America. It was already planned since as far back as October of last year. So what do they have to say? But the one thing we needed to do in order to silence the critics, and more importantly, to assure the Liberian people, the well-meaning Liberian people who are looking and yearning for a JMB leadership at the level of the presidency, was that JMB is well, that he's well and kicking. When we were telling you that he's well and kicking, we were not lying to you. We were not lying to you. Well, I'm not going to be part of that, to come here knowing that the man is unwell, that he's very, very critically ill, and come and lie to you, because you can't lie about somebody's health, Wakai, because it will show. You understand, Wakai? If somebody is unwell, you can't lie that they are well, because it will show. It's like a pregnancy, Wakai. A pregnancy does not hide. It is revealed over time. And so we couldn't lie about that. When we told you he was well, he was actually well. And we give God Almighty the glory for that. But Wakai, there's something he said. He called those people mosquitoes. Mosquitoes. The thing with him and these talks and these very slick talks. And what does he come from with that all the time? They are pissed. They are in their feelings.
Yeah, Costa, he referred to seditionists as mosquitoes because what they have done to the country, Costa, is more than a mosquito. They have sucked our blood. Now we are passing all around dry. Costa, you know, I know all of the things that you go through personally. And Liberians are really feeling the pinch of this government, Costa. Things are difficult, most especially this month of January. Oh, Falogo, Costa. You will see our sisters, our brothers. When you see somebody texting you, say, oh, I need something, it's not easy, Costa. It's not absolutely easy. People are feeling the pinch in this country. And what I can tell Liberians is this. If you know that a situation or the condition that you are facing today is okay, if you know that your life is okay now, you can go ahead and re-elect Weah. That's all I can tell you. But if you know that your family, your children, your mother, your father, future is in your hand, and you know that the condition that they are facing today is not okay, when you go to the ballot box on October, make that decision. It don't have to be your Joe Buaka, it don't have to be your Kumi, it don't have to be your Costa, it don't have to, but just make that decision for yourself. Sit there or stand there, look at that ballot paper and say, yes, this government took me from here, they brought me here, or they kept me backward. Let me do this for my country. Let me do this for my children's future. That's just all I can say, Costa. So it's left with us now. We just get a few more months, and these few months that we are into, you have to make that careful decision, because tomorrow, if you make a mistake and just do something that will carry your life backward for another 6 years, it's going to be a waste for you and I.
That's very true, Bob. I thank you very much for that monologue. Very important. Very important message. That is exactly the frame of mind we need to be in as we approach these elections coming in October. Are you happy? Has your life, have the lives of your children, your loved ones, have they improved? Have they been better? If you're happy, then of course give them your vote. Re-elect George Weah. If you're not happy, if you're not pleased, then look at your life. Just don't look. The essence of government is to improve the quality of your life.
Yeah.
Period. So look at your life and make the determination. Now, and another thing people are talking about, Waka, is so yesterday evening, Louis Brown called JMB and said Mr. Cummings wanted to stop by to wish him well. And so JMB said, well, Henry, he called and I said, yeah, sure, let Cummings come. And so Cummings stopped by and greeted JMB. The meeting lasted for no more than 20 minutes. It was finished, 20, 25 minutes at most. That's what it was. It was a courtesy call. And then Mr. Cummings left. And of course, Mr. Snetter, Charles Snetter, sent me those photographs and I posted them on Facebook. And that's what happened. You know, it was a courtesy call. And I know some people don't really like it, that Cummings stopped by to speak to JNB. You know, when JNB told me that Louis Brown had called to say that Cummings wanted to stop by, and JNB said, okay. And I said to him, I said, yes, you're going to be the president of the nation. So you have to be there for everyone. He said, that's absolutely correct, Henry. So when JNB becomes president, he will be Ellis Cummings' president, Ellis Cummings' leader. So he has to be there for everyone. And so receiving Mr. Cummings and to wish him well was a statesman-like attitude, you know, which was exhibited by JMB. And so you have to understand, Ellis Cummings is not our enemy. He is not the guy we're running against. Ellis Cummings does not sit in the executive mansion. It is Weah that is in the mansion that we are trying to remove from the mansion. Cummings is not even in our way. You know, if you understand what that means, he's not in our way. He's no threat to us. We are facing forward toward the CDC. And George Weah and his people there, we're trying to get rid of them. And that is exactly what we're trying to do. So I just want to say that everything has, no, I did not say that to you, whatever your name is. I didn't say he had to consult me first. No, JMB does not need to consult me to make a decision as to whether he meets John Brown or Paul. I had just called in that time for us to discuss something else when he told me that Louis Brown had called to say that Mr. Cummings wanted to stop by. And I said, and he said he told Louis Brown, yes, Cummings may stop by to see me. So he was not consulting me, he was informing me. That is what he was doing. And I said, great, you're going to be the leader for everyone, so you should meet with everyone. And he said, yes, that is the mindset, that is the attitude. So that is the Liberia we're trying to build. We'll put all this toxic political infighting aside. And when we take our country, it has to be about everyone. We have to embrace everybody. And this whole thing of this whole mindset of, you know, and excluding some people, ostracizing some people, it has to be different. Very, very different. But Wakai, we want to hear our people speak. We're going to open the phone lines and we're going to hear our people. I know they're very excited about yesterday's event at the Unity Party's headquarters, where it was a mammoth crowd, a very huge crowd. I was very, very pleasantly surprised that on such short notice, with no real publicity except if you post on Facebook that drew that huge crowd, I was very impressed. The momentum is very high. So let's go to the phone lines and take some calls that we want to hear from our people.
All right. 0770102 102 886 0103 555 102 The WhatsApp number is +231 888 624171. Yes, the radio is off this morning due to some technical problem. So we are working on things to make sure that it's back on. So we still have you here like we normally does. It's +231 888 624171 0770 102 102.
Let's hear how you feel. Let's hear how you feel about yesterday's very, very successful event. JMB coming out and looking strong. Very, very good. So let's take our folks there on the lines.
Yeah, so we stay anticipating your calls. Keep them coming in and you will be live with us. Okay, let's take somebody from this WhatsApp number quickly. Let me see if I can have them through here. Good morning. Good morning.
What? Good morning, Brother Parker, and good morning to our many listeners.
Yeah, welcome.
Good morning, Brother Costa.
Good morning to you, my brother.
Okay. This is Ansu Kroma, and I'm calling in from Monrovia. Well, Parker, words are inadequate to express. I'm super excited from yesterday. I was at the party headquarters yesterday. After my work, I went there and I saw the crowd. I was like, wow. And the most important thing about the whole thing here is that the people were bouncing yesterday. I have to say, the people were bouncing. The people putting people in situation that they can't handle. I swear. The people putting people in situation that they can't handle.
Okay, thank you so much.
Right?
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Welcome.
This is Ansu Kroma, and I'm calling in from
Hello.
Good morning. Welcome. This is the Costa Show. Your name is joining us from?
My name is Samuel, calling from New Georgia.
Welcome, Samuel.
Yeah. Yes, it was one of the most joyful moments I've ever seen. I was so happy to see my incoming president, JMB, walking, moving very strong. The devil meant for evil for God turning around. JMB will deliver this country. We are happy to see our leader moving strong. Thank you, Petro. Thank you for all you're doing for Liberian people. May God bless you.
Thank you so much. The WhatsApp number is on +231 888 624171. And we just want to hear your views. Some said he had stroke. He left hand, couldn't move, but he appeared in the public yesterday, dancing, holding a microphone, reading from another paper, and everything was working fine.
Both hands were working fine.
Yeah. So, what's your take on that? Let's take this person. Good morning, welcome.
Good morning, brother. How are you?
I'm pretty well. Welcome, bro.
Okay, for some security reasons, I'll not be able to form my name. But I want to tell Costa that yesterday the program was great. The only thing we need to do to tell the party to go around the community, to go around the country, to go around the entire country. That's all he needs.
We'll do that.
Okay,
Thank you so much.
My brother, you are 100% correct. I agree with you. That is exactly what the Pape will do. The Pape already plans to do that. The Pape will do that. Yeah. Go ahead. But I take more calls.
All right. We're still taking your calls. Keep them coming in. 0770 102 102 86 010383 555 102 102. So the government people that said they wanted to carry the man to hospital. So
that man looking like somebody who need to fly out to hospital.
Because the people they're not serious. For one bit, the guys are not serious. So we still anticipate.
They were looking for an opportunity to make it look like JMB is so critically ill.
Yeah.
So the Liberian people can say, for the Pape so ill, we can make him president. But yeah, the man is healthy. Healthy. Let's take more calls then. Healthy.
Yeah, so I don't know. What next could you guys come up with? Is it that because he's living like for Liberia today for the US, so it means that treatment he's going for this plane travel, they travel been playing for a long time, like Costa said on the show. His trip to the US is been playing for a long time, so it's not because he's sick. That's why he's living today. Let's take this person. Good morning.
But he's no longer sick.
Good morning, Walker, and good morning to the hero.
Welcome.
Yeah, this is Robert from Lofa, Foya.
Foya, good morning. How is Foya, my brother?
Well, the way is fine, you know. Yesterday, I watched the paper. You know, the most important thing I really enjoy is the breast soccer that he analyzed. People still saying that this man, you know, his memory is declining, but yesterday the paper was able to analyze the breast soccer from 1 to 5, 6 to 18, then from there, you know, he surpassed yes, to study convinced that this man can be the real rightful man for this country. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, my dear brother. Thank you
much.
very, very much. Let's take more calls then. Interesting to hear how people chime in on yesterday's successful event. JMB came out strong. He came out appearing very healthy and very full of life. Alacrity, dancing, you know, speaking very well. Mine is as sharp as a razor, Let's take more calls.
All right, 0770-102-102-86-010383. If you're in the diaspora, you want to form part of the discussion, the WhatsApp number is +231 888 624171. Keep your calls coming in this morning, and you will be live with us. So, Costa, there is something that I have noticed. Our president lately, normally the men used to do songs back to back, but I don't know what happened. Is it that because we are reaching the election time, so the men scared? The men need to drop their own election song. So
well, maybe trying to act serious now, but it's late. It's too late. Everybody knows we are a joker, so you can't pretend. Let's take more calls.
Yeah, so we are still awaiting your call. So I told you guys that our radio is down today, so you can call me.
When the radio is down, it affects things because thousands of people will not hear us because the radio is down. But I hope they can get it up during this weekend so that next week we can come back on strong. But let's take some more calls there. We still got thousands of people that are going to watch and listen and to the other platforms that we're coming to you on.
Okay, so we still taking your calls. Keep them coming in. There is none here. +231 888 624171.
I have to take this call, Buck. So you keep taking calls. Let me take.
Okay, no problem. So as you can see, we told you about the appearance of JMB yesterday in the public. It's not something like he needed to do. He wasn't coerced to do that yesterday, but the Liberian people, some of his supporters needed this. They needed it because the opposition bloc or even those in the government make it appear that the man is so sick that he can't even walk. He don't move. He don't do anything, but he just sitting. So what happened yesterday was to send a message that no, I'm not sick. I'm okay and can move anywhere at any time. So let's take this caller here. Good morning.
Good morning, Boga. How you doing?
I'm okay. Your name is joining us from?
Oh, my name is Obi Morris, man. I'm calling from the Bushel Island.
Okay. Go ahead.
I already have. Oh, I see so fun yesterday, man. After seeing the program, the attendance was okay. The program was well planned. I thank you at least for the life of our leader. He's back strong. He bounced back strong. And everything is on course. And video is sure for October. Thank you very much for the program, Boga.
Okay.
I bless God for your life, man. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And we're still taking your calls. This is just it. People made it look like, oh, this man couldn't move, he couldn't walk, he couldn't make any attempt to do anything for himself rather. So if he came out yesterday and people saw him, he spoke, he lifted his both hands in the air, and people saw them moving. What next? What next you want him to do? What next? So he planned a trip before he could get sick. So if you think because he's leaving today, then my brother or sister, you have to rethink your decision. And Mr. Kumi is going to him yesterday. Yeah, it's something like Costa said, opposition people, they are not against each other. And a lot of people welcome the idea that Kumis even went to see him. So if you there being so angry about the idea that Kumi went to see him, then I don't know what do you want for yourself. So an opposition together is what? Because this election will go for second round. And the second round will determine who become the next president of this country. So if you see them together, it's nothing. They don't, like you and I can take the politics. That's not how the political leaders can take it. You will be so angry because the other person is leaving from a house going to meet the other person. The political leaders don't do that. They know that they are playing a card well because there will be a second round. And if they go to second round, somebody will need somebody's support. So there is nothing that you can say, oh, because Kumi visited Bwaka, Kumi shouldn't have done it, or Bwaka shouldn't have allowed him to go there. No. There's politics. You may look at politics on the surface, but those that are inside, they know what's going on. So the phone lines are open: 0770-102-102-86, 010383555, 102-102. The WhatsApp number is +231 888 624171. Let's take Martina Konate, Costa Princess on this line. Good morning, Martina. Welcome.
Hello.
Good morning, Martina.
Hello.
Martina, welcome. You are live on the show.
Okay. Good morning, Mr. Boyka. Good morning to leader. Good morning to our many listeners in and out of Liberia. Martina Konate, Costa Princess, soon to be Senator Dr. on the line this morning. Boyka, I thank you for the topic on the discussion. But for me, like leader said, I should open the line, ask people how they see the visit of Mr. Kumi yesterday. Mr. Kumi is just a cloud chaser. Yesterday, that endorsement program for disenchanted seditions, if it was going to be a failed program, he was never going to pay visit to Joseph Nima Boyka. But because yesterday, my little sister, when she was telling me, she said, United Party children, they fought on Broad Street yesterday. They cried yesterday. Couldn't even hold the people in the fence. They came all on Broad Street. So he went out to go show himself like he's in sympathy with Joseph Boyka because he's not feeling well. Joseph Boyka been sick. When he and his people believed that he was very critical, why that time he never paid visit? But because he saw the old man health care on the pulpit, now he's going to go pay visit like he really concerned about him. We already know the tactic. And the doctors within the ANC, I want them to check themselves properly. Because what Dr. Francia is like can't be business and making that woman, she's so frustrated, I don't know. To see an educated woman will be talking loosely like that, or in the name of politics, and smiling like you want to get crazy, but she needs to check her psychology. Something wrong with her brain. Thank you for having me on the line. And thanks to Kumi for visiting Joseph Boyka, but we don't need him as vast and let everybody cry their own cry. Say money is politics. Let's watch and see who get the people on their side. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, to my princess, let me say this. I think the two men don't have to be on the same ticket in order for us to have peace in the opposition. They don't. They don't. And I think that train has left the station ever since. It is very unlikely that Boyka and Cummings will be on the same ticket. However, we can have some modicum of peace within our ranks. We can reduce the hostility because there will be a second round. Boyka, there will be a second round. there will be a second round. So, Martina, the other points you made, yeah, they are valid. And I agree with you. They knew he was not well ever since. The people were talking all kind of things. I agree. But let's also have an open mind, because we will be needing these people in the second round.
Yes.
Mind you, Joe Walker cannot win first round. Joe Weir cannot win first round. These two men will clash. There will be a second round. The second round is happening because there are several other people running who will take some votes. That is the reason why. If the other people were not running, perhaps we can say, yes, there will be a second round. But other people are running. Why?
Yeah.
Other people are running. So you are looking, you will not get 50% plus one of the votes. And you understand? So you will need other people. Take my advice, my dear darling princess, and all who believe in us. We know what we're saying. Let's disembark from this path, this war path, the path of hostility with these people, because we will need them. We will need them. Thank you very much. Let's go on and take some more calls. We will need them in the second round.
Lately you've been preaching more peace.
No,
what are you seeing? What are you seeing ahead of us?
We started ever since, not lately.
But you have double the.
Yes, well, that's true. But I started this many months ago. I mean, sometime around the middle of last year. Okay, you know. So I started talking about this ever since. Peace. Because communists is not our threat. I mean, come on, communists is not our threat. Let's forget it. Yeah, the communist people will insult me. They will say all those things. Do you see me responding to them? I don't. I don't. Yep. Let them continue to call me names and say what they say. It's not cutting. It's not making soul on my body. So there will be a second round. Nobody can win first round. Nobody. The last election that anybody won first round was Charles Gangetila in 1997. That was the last election. Since that election, nobody can win first round election. I mean, I'm telling you, go look at the numbers. So we will need them. But if you create deep-seated animosity among us, Waka is going to be difficult to get them, because people are driven by their emotions and not by their the people are driven by emotions and not by their mind or by their they don't. People are driven by that. People are driven in politics, especially. It is emotional. People are not very calculative. People don't really care. So when you cause deep-seated anger and hatred or animosity, tomorrow is going to be very hard to tell them to get past that and support us. We don't want another thing where communists will say, let my people go vote however they want to vote. We don't want that. We don't want that. But if you create all this hostility and all this animosity, but I will play like Jesus Christ said, when they slap your right cheek, turn the left, and then slap it too. The only people I'm not doing away are the CDC people, because they are our target. We need to get them out of power. But with the opposition people, you will not see me do that, Wakai. You will not see me do that. And I started this since last year, and I intend to continue it going into these elections that are coming. Because what is at stake is about the country, the very survival of the country, very existence of the country. So we need to put all our little emotions in a box, our hurt feelings in a box, and put them away. Last night when Mr. Snyder sent me that picture, those pictures of JMB and Cummings, and I posted them, some of our own friends in our chat room, they were not happy. They were not happy. They were complaining. But I understand. I understand how they feel, but I don't agree with them. They feel like we should continue to be on this war path. They feel like we should continue to be on this war path. Let me fighting war. I told her, I said, but what harm? What do we lose from JMB receiving Cummings at his home? What do you expect a statesman, a senior veteran statesman vying to be president of the country, to turn down a request from Alex Cummings to go and say hi to him for what? Can you imagine? I would have been disappointed. And there are many Liberians who would be disappointed if JMB had refused to accept Cummings in his home. I mean, come on. These are These men are not enemies. They went to the same school, for Christ's sake. They knew each other, or they've known each other for a long time. You know, so at the end of the day, I'm just appealing to you. Let's tune it down in the opposition camp. We don't have to be best friends. No, I'm not calling for that. We don't have to be on the same ticket. No. But let's not fight war. Let's not fight war. Let's not fight war. Let's CDC and let's flog CDC. We must not fight war among ourselves. That's all I'm calling for. Go ahead, Wakai.
I would just want to know when last you and Mr. Kumi had a telephone conversation, or even, not even telephone, but
it doesn't matter, Wakai. It really doesn't matter. I can, we don't have to talk, but I don't have to be antagonistic toward him. He's not our enemy.
I know that
for a long time. The last time Mr. Cummings and I chatted via WhatsApp was a few months ago. It was a few months ago. I sent him a message and he replied me, and that was it. I sent him a message to greet him because it was always the other way around. He was always the one to initiate communication. So I decided to initiate communication too, to say hi. And he was mature enough to respond. That doesn't mean all his feelings, his hurt feelings about what I've done to him and what he believes I've done to him, suddenly evaporated. No, it doesn't mean that. But what it means is that he was able to find the courage and the maturity within himself to respond to me. And so there's no need. Let's not force. Let's focus on CDC. Let's go take some calls.
Okay, 077-012-102-186-010-383. 555-102-102 are the numbers that you can call and be a part of the discussion this morning. We are here 7 minutes past 11 o'clock. So we're still taking your calls. Just place them in. You'll be live with us.
Martina, there's no doubt about that. That only GMB we want. We don't have an alternative. For some of us, we don't have a plan B. You know, Mark Cuban said, it's a very successful American businessman. He's a billionaire. He's the owner of the Dallas Mavericks basketball team. Mark Cuban said once in a video, in an interview that I watched, just a little excerpt of it, and I was very touched. He said, when you want to start a business and you're passionate about starting a business, he has two pieces of advice for you. Just two. Number one, you must be obsessed with starting that business. You must believe wholeheartedly in that business. That's one. Number two, you must not have a plan B. He said you must not have a plan B. Because if you really believe that business will do well, don't have an exit strategy. Do not have an exit strategy. That means you really, really believe it. So some of us, we don't have an exit strategy. You know, our plan A, plan B, we are just plan A, JMB, plan B, JMB, plan C, JMB. That's all. We don't have an exit strategy.
Yeah, Costa, let's take some calls here this morning. Good morning. Okay, we mess up on that call. Please call back. The WhatsApp number is on. No plan A, no plan B. Everything I plan A. So that would take.
Yeah, no plan A, no plan B. That's just JMB.
077-102-186-010-383. Call in now and be a part of the discussion. Okay, this person is here. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Pazawe.
Okay.
Pazawe, good morning. Welcome.
Welcome.
Is that my Papa Zawe?
Yeah. You know, I follow you every morning, but not every time, man, I will call. But I want to make this clear to you and my son, Costa, my son. I want to make this thing clear to you. Every human being, they think that we're afraid of. You don't want your fellow man to make you shame. You're not afraid to die because you don't know when, how, and where you want to die. The problem is not with Cummings. The problem is with the Cummings supporter. I'm as old as I am. Some of you I can point you 2 times. I would not say bad for somebody to degrade my friend, JMP. Then I say I need you in the future room. In the Liberian people feel that they are enjoying their life, they can continue to vote for Joy Weir. But we will not sit down when people talk nonsense because we may need them in the future, then we close our mouth. It will not happen. So Costa will not waste time on that one. It will not happen. We've been nice to them. When they started the thing with Costa, I made several videos warning them, telling them not to do it. Then they go after Joseph. Anytime Joseph Boakai do something, they try to say something different. When Amana Kone Mewe or Joseph Boakai, when he put out those photo, they said that 2016 photo. When they had a program yesterday, they say that fake Boakai. We will not say them because we need them in the future. We will not do it. Because someone else waste your time. If you don't want to talk, hey, business, me, I don't need any other thing again. I got my back of red money. I ain't here to cater on anybody. All right? So that's all I want to say. If Kumi cannot control his people, we will go after them. Every day, people in my back, oh, we want to be friends. Kumi be vice president again. Kumi had the opportunity. When you want to be president or town chief, it's the people that choose you. The people chose Boakai and Kumi ticket. Kumi say you don't want to be representative, senator, vice president, or minister. All you want is president. Why should we waste our time?
So, Pazawe, if Mr. Kumi just come up now, he say, okay, we have stepped on each other's toes, we have done this, we have done that, but let's see, in the interest of the Liberian, let's come back together and make things work. What would be your own take on that?
Think what, but you no more going to be VP. He said he want it. He said he want a job.
But we're not talking VP Toya now.
We agree, but he can be VP, period.
Okay, Pazawe.
No.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you, Pazawe.
And that's not what we're saying. Boakai, we didn't say he will be VP. I don't think that's going to happen, Sam. But all I'm just saying, we should have peace. But Pazawe, you do have a point, but I just want peace. We don't have to be on the same ticket. In fact, I don't even support that. I don't support us being on the same ticket at all with Cummins. I don't support it. I do not support a Boakai Cummins ticket. I do not. Read my lips. I do not support a Boakai Cummins ticket. But we can have peace. That's all I'm saying. But Pazawe, you do have a point. You do have a point. I agree with you. But let's go take some calls. But I'm still making my plea to my people. And you're one of my people. You're my partner. So you're one of my people.
Hello, good morning, Costa. Good morning, Boakai.
Good morning, welcome.
Yeah, this is Igwe Pitus calling from Munich.
My dear brother, how do you do? How is Munich?
As an Igbo man I am, my tribe, there's always an Igbo adage. They say, when you want to know this yam, that it will be a good yam to eat, is from the beginning. You understand? If you check the record of Kume and Boakai, Kume is always envious of Boakai popularity and the respect he enjoys in the Liberian community. So Boakai, Kumes will never support Boakai, even if it is only one ticket, one vote will remain for Boakai to become president of Liberia. Kume will never do it. You remember 2017, Kume is supposed to, as a statesman who loved Liberia so much, according to him, Kume is supposed to know better. What he did, Benedict Ure and Charles Walker Prosper, all of them rally around JMB. What did he do? The same man sabotaged the effort. He said he don't want to support anybody. He's silent. And when you remain silent, you become what? You are supporting the bottom. So he supported Weir 2017. For my own view, he supported Weir. So he will never support JMB. He will never. All those one you people are saying attack. If they attack you, attack them back. That's what I want to say. If they attack you, attack them. Not only them can attack. Not only them. If they won't go into the mall, go there. That's how it be.
Right.
Kume will never support MB. Just take that one outside. There's nothing. Again, Costa was saying yesterday about Tawombe. His friend created a WhatsApp group to call for. Tawombe and Kume are the same thing. They are not different. They are very desperate. Tawombe and Kume are the same people. Everything must be them. Is it not the same Tawombe who destroyed CPP ticket in Nimba County? It's the same man. Okay. Is it not the same? Is this Tawombe, Fubi Henry? They are the same. So if they attack you, attack them back. Don't even think about that. Kume will say, I support Buaka. Those who want Buaka will support him. Those who don't want, they will not support him. Forget about it.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you.
My man Evictus, the male violence. The men say when they attack them back. No, it's funny. The way you say Buaka is very loud. He said when they attack, you attack them back. Evictus. Now, for those of you saying Nigerian men play more in Liberian politics, Evictus, this man is an honorary Liberian citizen. Evictus loves Liberia. He lived in Liberia for many years. He understands Liberian politics very well. Very, very well. He loves the country. He's only involved because he loves the country, period. He lives in Munich, beautiful country, Germany, Munich. He loves Liberia. He lived there for so many years. He understands the country. He's part of the Liberian social media space. He's always making comments. So when Evictus speaks on Liberian politics, I don't even see Evictus as a Nigerian speaking. I see Evictus as a Liberian. That's how I see him. That's how I see my brother Evictus. Let's take some calls then.
Okay. 0770
Is it when they attack? When they attack
back.
You attack them back.
I hear a comment from somebody saying Mr. Kume is overqualified to be president of Liberia. If you go say Coca-Cola. You know, sometimes they,
no, but we're not gonna let them comment. Let us see what they want to comment. But we're not gonna join them to deride or humiliate Ellis comments. But we will not express themselves at the same time. Yeah.
Yeah, so the phone lines are still open. 0770 102 102 86 0103 83 555 102 102 are the numbers that you can call and be a part of the discussion. Yeah, we are here and you are there. We're taking your calls. What do you make of the appearance of JMB yesterday in the public? Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning. Please lower the receiver.
Hello.
Please walk away from the receiver. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, welcome.
I beg you, you must tell it. I don't want to call my neighbor. You're the president. Whenever you go around our president, I need to be president for any hospital assistance. Please.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. We're still taking your calls. Keep them coming in. 0770 102 102 86 0103 83 555 102 102. The WhatsApp number is +231 888 624171. So Yusuf, you are trying to call me in, but we were talking by that time, so I couldn't take your call, so you have to call back. That will take this person. Good morning.
Yusuf, you trying to call me in.
Good morning. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, please listen to me through your phone. Don't listen to the receiver.
Good morning.
Yeah, you are live. Go ahead.
Yes, this is Samuel calling from Kawe.
Okay, Samuel, listen to me through your phone. Don't listen to the receiver.
Okay.
Go ahead, you're live.
Yeah, we're so happy yesterday to see our president moving at his party headquarters.
Oh yeah, my brother, go ahead. You are live. You are live. Go ahead.
We are happy to see our incoming president. We danced yesterday with him. We celebrated with him. Thank God. Thank you for everything.
Okay, thank you so much. Let's take Yusuf. Yusuf, good morning. Welcome. Yusuf, we miss you again. 0770102. Please, if you call, just stop listening to the receiver. There is a little delay, so you have to be attentive. Good morning, Yusuf. Welcome. Hello, Yusuf. I don't know what's
Hello.
Okay, you are live. Go ahead, Yusuf. Hello.
Hello, good morning, brother.
You are live. Go ahead, Yusuf.
Yeah, I want to say good morning to my leader, Henrietta de Costa, and my take on the issues of what happened yesterday at Joe Baca residence. My early schoolmate going there to pay visit. I think it's healthy. The both of them, they are statement. Like the leader just said not too long on the show. I think the instability within the opposition is between the young people. All of those, the Unity Party, the ANC, everybody has that propaganda on. Even leader thought for now the judgment day that when I waste of war on the people, they will continue to waste war. So, in my own opinion, the both political parties call a propaganda arm and talk to them. But we will not sit back to see that you waste war on the Henrietta de Costa or you waste war on Joe Biden, then you expect all to fold on him back. You always get some of the comments to fight back. So I think that has been the problem. And all of those political leaders, they all have their propaganda arm. They might have meeting with them to stop or else, because I just saying it, but that thing will not work. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Yusuf, for calling in. We still taking your calls. Those asking for the WhatsApp number is +231 888 624171. Once again, +231 888 624171. Let's take somebody from this angle here. Good morning.
Hello.
Yeah, good morning. Welcome. Oh, you left the line. 0770102 886-010-383 555-102-102. Still taking your calls and just be live with us this morning. Yeah, like Yusuf said, the youthful generation, those of us in our 20th going to the 30th, we so hate each other that when this person posts this thing about another person will come and post, and you'll not see the bigger people doing these things. But we, the youths, the way we are expressing anger on each other is making things worse for the opposition bloc. This person want to make themselves look good in the eyes of the political leader. The other person want to make themselves look good in the eyes of the political leader. That's why everything is happening like this. Good morning.
Morning, brother. How you doing?
I'm okay. Your name is joining us from?
This is Gerard calling from Canada.
Mr. Gerard, welcome.
My brother Harold, he lived here for so long, so he's used to the emergency system. Like Liberia, fire for fire. Now American war 40 years, brother Harold. Now when you fight the war, then you bring the poor back home, and you have to be eating at the cinema, you're fighting. So the fire for fire. When they attack the puppet, they suppose they will attack. Tomorrow they want to join. They went to there to over one item. That will be fine. But right now, fire for fire, and forget it. That's all I want to say. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much. Now we'll take another person on this line. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Your name is joining us from the Costa Show.
Good morning, Boyka. My name is Rachel, and I'm calling from Pennsylvania. I have a concern and a question, and this question is for Mr. Costa. I'm not a politician, but I'm just concerned. Years back, Mr. Costa, we had the option of Boyka and George Weah. And I follow Costa a lot. So we were at a place where we had to choose between Poison and Kojolobo.
Yeah.
And that helped me in making my decision to vote at the time. looking at what I learned from Costa back there, and having to go now with the damn poison. My question and my concern to Mr. Costa is, what has changed about Mr. Worker?
Let me just ask you this. Let me just make a let me just make a clarity.
Yes.
I just
want to end my question, and then you can just go ahead because I want to make a clarity.
I want to make a clarity quickly, please. I beg you. The issue about poison and Kojolobo, Costa was referring to Josh Weir as the poison, right? And then Boaka was the Kojolobo. Kojolobo, you can take Kojolobo, is better, but you can heal from any sickness, right? But poison, once you take the poison, you will die. So he was referring to Josh Weir as the poison and JMB as the Kojolobo.
Okay, so maybe I had that wrong, I said, but I understood what he meant at the time. But my concern now is what has changed about Mr. Boyka. Is Mr. Boyka just the best option that we have right now, or has something changed that can make us? Because for me right now, I listen to Costa, I hear everything, but I'm still at a place where I'm not convinced about Mr. Boyka, and I still cannot convince my family about Mr. Boyka. So I just want Mr. Costa to please help me make some clarity on this whole what has changed, why can we vote for Boyka. I listen to it a lot of times, but I just want to hear today and see if it will make some changes in my decision.
Okay, so can I come in now? I want you to be on the line. So sometimes it happened to you. You can be thinking about something. You think that this thing is right, but unknowingly it is wrong, right? I'm saying this based on Costa thought, because he never wanted to support Ellen Johnson Sirleaf or anybody that is associated with Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, former president. So in his mind, going to the elections in the first round, he thought Ellen was supporting JMB for the presidency. So going to the election, he thought Ellen Johnson Sirleaf and the United Party were heavily supporting JMB for the presidency. But he never knew Ellen Johnson Sirleaf was secretly supporting Josh Weir for the presidency. That was when he came up and started, it's propaganda. Most especially when you are against something and you're going towards election, you can use everything to make that thing look ugly because you don't want people voting for them. That was why he started giving names.
Boyka, can I ask you a question? So are you trying to tell me now, which I would prefer if I hear from Costa, because it seems like you are telling me that at the time what Costa was saying was not true. He was saying stuff because he just needed to have Joseph Boyka being looked at as what he created him to look at the time. Is that what you're saying?
I don't understand what you mean. What were some of the things he was saying? Because what he said was that JMB
Boyka was not an option for Liberia at the time.
Yeah, at the time.
So if Boyka was not an option at the time, what has changed now? I'm only asking him to help me with what has changed now. Why should we go after Boyka right now? You can say to me, oh, he has changed. I don't know what to say, but I mean, just what has changed about the Kojolobo now that we need to go with this Kojolobo. I'm not a politician, but I just want to have a clear mind.
Okay, so now I like the fact that you are saying what have changed now. A lot of things have changed. You know that. A lot of things have changed. Which are the options you think that can better the Liberian's life apart from JMB? Who next you think in line? Who can unseat how they call him, Josh Weir? Who you think can make that change?
I'm not gonna tell you who can do that because I'm not close to the authority to tell you who can do that, or I don't know who can do that. But I just want to know, as one of the persons who follow Costa, yes, then and now, what has changed about Boyka? Why should we go with Boyka right now? I just want to know. That's all my question. And you still haven't answered my question. If Costa could say something,
Costa is not here, so I'm just trying to answer. If the thing I've changed is that Boyka is the only option that can make the change in Liberia, and nothing can change that fact. So if Costa come, you can call back. Then probably my answer is not okay for you, but when you come back, you can call and then.
Well, if you can just pass the question to him for me, I'm still listening to the show as I drive. It's going to be okay, but I just need more clarity, because we go out to our friends and families and little groups and say, yes, this is the right person. Let's push this person. Let's push this person. And I'm still in doubt from the last time to this time, and I'm still trying to know what has changed and why should I go about and tell people, yes, I listened to Costa the last time I was convinced. I'm still convinced now. Why should I go after this? This is why we should do this. This is why we should follow this. It's going to be this for Liberia. It's going to make this for Liberia. Just to be able to say something, I need something convincing.
Hello, are you a part of the ANC?
I'm not a politician. I'm not part of no political party.
All right. Thank you so much. Sorry for that. But if Costa come, like you said, let's take another person on this line. Good morning.
Morning, Baka. Baka, you really making our angry that morning, man. My you forget about that lady, man. You can see the difference between Baka and Kojolo. Costa statement have not changed. It's still the same Kojolo and the same person stay in the race. So you should know if you want to go for the policy. We know what Kojolo can do. You're not a bad person to answer for Costa. She just want to hear something. Your eyes can see what I want to say. If you don't see the difference between the Kojolo and the policy, then let you go beyond the wall. Let you go see.
Okay, thank you so much. Costa, you wanted to say something.
Let me say this. The lady who just spoke, again, I like the fact that you were tolerant with her, Baka. I disagree with the people who were asking you for being tolerant. We need to show that. Our woman is sedition. She is not. That's not the impression I got. I was on the phone, but I overheard the conversation for the most part. She wants to know. She wants to be convinced. Let's be tolerant. She's not sedition. I can tell she isn't. She may support Cummins, but still, she deserves an answer. Let me say this to you. 2017, I told the Liberian people we had two choices in the second round. Two choices. We had Kojolo, which was Joe Wakai, is medicinal, is bitter, yes, but it will make you well if you can gulp it down. Number two, the second choice was poison. It looks appealing, it looks tantalizing, it even looks delicious to the taste, but it will kill you, for it is toxic. 2023, it is not Kojolo and poison anymore. Do you know what it is? It is red oil and poison. Now, let me explain to you what I mean by that. Red oil. Joseph Boakai is not the Jolobo anymore. He's the red oil. Because the Liberian people swallowed. They drank the poison. The poison is killing them. And when you drink poison in the village in Liberia, Boakai may not know. I'm sure Boakai didn't live in the village. Boakai, do you know? Did you live in the village? What do they give you? They administer red oil to you. The red oil helps to dilute the toxicity of the poison. That's what red oil does. So Joseph Boakai will be the red oil, and George Wias remains the poison. The red oil will be poured onto the poison in order to dilute the effect of the poison. Yes, we will administer the red oil on the poison or onto the poison to cause the poison to lose its toxicity in order to rescue the Liberian people. So my sister, she asked the question. She said she wants to know, what has changed? My dear sister, Boakai, Joseph Human Boakai remains the guy to get the job done. Joseph Human Boakai has the experience. Joseph Human Boakai has the competence. Joseph Human Boakai has the competence. He has the integrity. He has the compassion. He has the patriotism. And he is the red oil. The red oil, as my brother, Dr. John Paquet says is the antidote. You know, when they give you the medicine or they give you the virus, they can give you the antidote. The antidote is the one that is used to dilute the effect of the stuff. That's what Joe Burger is. Joe Burger is the red oil. We will administer the red oil to the Liberian people so that we can dilute the effect of the poison. Go ahead, Burger, take some call.
All right, 0770102. I hope my sister they have answered your question, like you placed them. So 0770102. But if you listen to the show consistently, Costa been saying this, he been answering to that question. So let's take this person on the line. Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Is this a show?
This is the Costa Show. Welcome.
Thank you. My name is Steven Cindy, and I call you from Canada.
Thank you. Go ahead, please. Don't listen to the receiver. Listen to me through your phone. Let's have a conversation, please.
Okay, I do know your conversation from Canada. Okay, yeah. Liberia is standing to a point or to a place right now that the decision that Liberians have to make 2023 is a very critical decision that Liberia will either be free from what we call poverty, hardship, and those society illness that is going on, those kind of ritualistic killing and all that kind of stuff. But the caller who just called you from Pennsylvania asked a very sound question. And her question, and I would also want to buttress on her question. Her question was, what is the difference that over the years, that considered as 5 years past, that Joseph Newman Boyka and Bani Batrap, and logically, I stay in the diaspora, and I'm not a politician, don't get me wrong. But when it comes to some point, we look for the betterment and we look for the good of Liberia. What is the difference that Joseph Newman Boyka have brought to the Liberian political landscape that we can look at it and say, you know why? The land wasn't leveled. But with the presence of Joseph Newman Boyka in the political landscape, he have leveled the land political wise. We have seen that Joseph Newman Boyka can make Liberia to be a country better than what we are seeing it to be now, political speaking. But we cannot look at it from a standpoint that, because Joseph Newman Boyka has stayed on in government. We agree. He has stayed on in government. He has self.
One minute, please. This man is now.
Hello. Different.
Hello.
He have brought.
Hello. Yeah, I just wanted to ask him a question, then I can let him go. Before we are becoming president, what he brought to the political landscape of our country before becoming president?
100%, I will say to you, Boyka, another sedition.
I'm asking you a very simple question. No, I'm not saying that you are.
Question.
Listen, I'm not saying that you are a part of any political party. I'm only asking you a simple question. What we are brought to the political landscape of our country before becoming president?
But in my own opinion, I would say to you, the George Weah presidency now, it was only done by whatever anxiety that the people choose to elect Weah. But I cannot tell you that Weah did this for Liberia.
All right, thank you.
Thank you so much. You see?
We give you more than the time you should have. We give you more than a minute. I think we're giving you, 3 minutes. You talk along. So you talk along, you really didn't make sense. What Joe Burger brought to the landscape? Joe Burger brought his integrity. Joe Burger brought his record of service. What do you think Liberian people vote for president for? You think they want Joe Burger to feed them? They don't want Joe Burger to feed them. Joe, we have fed the people. What the hell do for the people personally? Nobody has the resources to go. What are you talking about? What have you brought to the table? They bring to the table what they are made of. What they are made of is what they bring to the table. That's what people vote for. And that's what people should vote for. They voted for Joe Biden because they thought he loved the country. They made a mistake. Most of them, many of them regret it today. Joe Biden brings to the table his integrity, which has been tested so many times. And he has passed the test every single time. He brings to the table his experience, his wealth of experience. That's what he brings to the table. His humility, his simplicity, a simple, humble man of integrity, honorable, decent man. That's what he brings to the table, my dear brother. If you don't see that, you are blind. You don't have to be a politician to see that. I'm not a politician. We are all men by nature. I think it was Socrates who said it, is a politician. My brother, you are a political animal, as Socrates said. We all are political animals. So no can't talk about, I'm not politician. You think when you see that you won't have behind it, let's go take calls here.
Let's take this person on the line. Good morning.
What Costa brought to the table? 11 years of advocacy.
Yeah, good morning. Yeah, Nima joining us from.
My name is Sam Barry, calling from Minnesota.
Welcome.
I just want to shine a light on what the sister was saying. She was a little bit confused on the Kojolivo question. I think Leader Costa already made it clear to her.
Yeah.
But my thing here is for every well-meaning Liberian to take a trip back home to Liberia and assess Jawia performance. Jawia, Miami is right in front of his house. If you go outside Jawia fence, there's no other Miami again. Just go back to Liberia and assess Jawia performance, and you will see. This time around is poison and red oil. The Leader Costa said, we have taken this poison for 2017. Now it's time for us to change and take a medicine that will kill the person and take the person from our system. Jawia is a person, and electing against our country will keep dying slowly as it's always been dying since 2017. That's my take on it.
Let the Bibra Sidiki Kumara. Bibra, good morning. Welcome.
Thank you, Sam. VZO Sam Barry from Minnesota.
Good morning, Bibra Sidiki.
Good morning, Boka. Good morning.
Exchange. I like this. Even though we
this is Sika Kumara.
Welcome.
Thank you. This is Sika Kumara. I'm calling from Syracuse, New York. I want to make a comment regarding the, people who have doubt about Boka. The brother that just called from Canada and the sister that called earlier. I'd like to make a comment with regard to what they were saying. The issue about Ome Boka, you don't have to take it from Costa. Think about it yourself. If you are traveling in the bushes in the middle of the night and you are all by yourself, on your right-hand side, you hear a sound that you don't know, you have no idea as the kind of thing that is. On your left, the same. At the back, the same. But at the front, you hear a sound that sounds familiar to you. Where will you go? Will you go left, right, back, or front? I guess you will go front because you have heard something in the front that sounds familiar to you. This is what happened in Liberia. In Liberia today, we have heard about so many politicians. Among all of them, Ome Boka is the only person that has worked, that have no tinted record. That alone tells you that he is the right person for Liberia. It's not about living in Canada. It's not about living in the United States. It's not about going to school in Harvard. It's about repetition, my brother and my sister. It's about repetition. I was speaking to you. I'm not Gizi. I'm a Liberian. I live in the state for over 22 years. Here in America, they vote you into office because of your record, not because you got money, not because you went to better school. They vote you into office because of your record. And I believe it's the same in Canada.
Okay.
Among all of those that are running for president in Liberia today, Omer Boka has proven to be the best among all of them.
Thank you, sir.
So I don't think you should have doubt whether Costa tell you Kojogo and person or not. You should believe that he is the right person because of his record. You shouldn't have doubt about that. So why you guys still have problem with this? If you think you are doing it because Costa said it or not, vote for Josh Weir.
All right.
And see what will happen in the next 3 years. You will see the difference.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Let me say this, Waka. There is a famous saying. They say, past behavior is the best predictor of future behavior. Past behavior is the best predictor of future behavior. What does that mean? What it means is that based on what you did in the past, people can tell what you will do in the future. People use your past performance to detect or to predict or to determine or to anticipate or to expect what you will do in the future. Joseph Boakai's past behavior in government, 25 years in public service, with absolutely no tint whatsoever, no stain on his integrity and his record, is enough to determine what Joe Boakai would do as president of Liberia. It is enough. Look, having a president who is not corrupt is the best and most effective way to start the fight against corruption. Why? If the president is not corrupt, it is the first and the best and the most powerful weapon to use against the fight, in the fight against corruption. The president himself has to be above the fray. You would have in Joe Boakai, a decent, honorable, incorruptible president. That is what you would have in Joe Boakai. So, and why do we say this? 25 years of taking the test. He took the test, the integrity test, for 25 years. He passed in 25 years. Past behavior determines future behavior. The thing is simple. 25 years. He lives in the same house he built in 1981, except for the small extension he put there for the office, where he has his office. It was a pretty decent place. Decent but modest. That's why he hosted us, my team and myself, for dinner when we went to Liberia. So they got a little area there apart from the office. Very nice place. They got a place there. But we had dinner there with him and his family. So that tells you who this man is going to be as president. That tells you. We're going to go back to the phone lines and take some more calls there. I like the interactions that we're having with our people. It is healthy. Even those who disagree with us, we encourage you to call. This platform is not a JMB platform. This platform is not an anti-WEA platform. It's a platform for all Liberians, and it is a platform for Liberia. So you don't necessarily have to support the candidate that we support, but you are welcome to call. You're welcome to call. You're welcome to call. Okay, let's take some calls.
Let's take this person on the line. Good morning.
Good morning. Hold on. Let me lower my monitor. Good morning, Baka. Good morning, HPC, leader of the next generation. How you all doing?
Good morning to you, Reverend Mo. How do you do?
Yeah. I'm doing good, leader of the next generation. You know, I just want to be grateful to God for the youth that I saw turn out yesterday. I was emotional, and I started to shed tears to see the youth that said negative things 2017, but the youth came to their senses. They came to their conscious mind and said, we put you down, but we will put you up. They put you down, we will put you up. And I just want to be grateful to God. And to the lady that asked a question, I wish you could look at Liberia today and think how Liberia would have been if we all have carried Joe Parker 2017. But we say thank God for the term that HPC used, Jolopo and poison. Right now it's red oil and poison. We're going with the red oil because the red oil now is the best alternative for Liberia. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You guys keep it up.
Thank you so much. Let's take Sim.
Is the best
good morning.
For Liberia. Thank you very much.
Hello.
Yeah, good morning. Your name is joining us from?
Yeah, I'm calling from UK.
Go ahead. You are live. Your name?
Yeah, I just want to say that I appreciate Costa clarifying some views about Bouaka, because 2017, Costa was against Bouaka for whatever reason. For now, for him to be promoting him, I think the people have the right to want to know why Costa have changed his mind. Because 2017, they were calling Joe Sleepy Joe, and dead man walking and all that. So it's important because, look, Costa's voice is very powerful in Liberia. We all hear it throughout the world. So it's his responsibility to clarify things to people that question him about his change of mind. And that, to me, is not bad. And I appreciate his humility to say he's ready to, listen to people. Okay. And that's what I want to say.
Thank you so much.
And, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Yes, we owe it to the people. If we change our position on a certain matter, it is only fair that we explain to the people why our position changed. In 2017, the first round of the elections, I ran a very, very, very powerful campaign against Joe Bouaka, particularly his vice president. His running mate was the weaker link on the ticket. But even all the things we said about Joe Bouaka never bordered on his integrity. They never bordered on corruption. All the things we did were basically, it was propaganda. It was political. We were in an election. And so, but we never made up lies. So say, oh, Joe Bouaka stole 10 million somewhere, he stole 20 million somewhere. We never said any of those things. However, we conjure up all the usual political propaganda and all that kind of stuff, and primarily focus on his running mate, because his running mate was easier to deal with, but we got to know who Joe Bouaka really, really is. And then another reason that I had some of us very scared or decided to be against Joe Bouaka was that we felt initially that Ellen was supporting Joe Bouaka, and we didn't want Ellen to have anything to do with power. But then we found out that Ellen was actually supporting George Weah and not Joe Bouaka. So you see, when we sat down with Joe Bouaka face to face for the first time, and he explained to me what his vision was, look, sometimes it's just you have to see the person. You have to have the opportunity to sit down with them. And we supported him in the second round very passionately. We went all out. It was as if there were 3 people running for president in the second round. Well, I mean, there were 2 people running for president, but it was like the third player was Henry Costa. Bouaka, you remember 2017, the second round election? It was Joe Bouaka versus George Weah. Then Henry Costa was like the referee, So it was not easy. It was tough. It was a tough. Weah called me, and Sedition said it was a lie. He called to beg for my support, and I refused to support him. And they said I was lying. They made me play the recording of Weah begging me for my support. And something I regret doing. I regret doing that, but they made me do it because they were saying, oh yeah, you lied. Why would Weah call you? But Weah called. I played the recording. Everybody heard the recording. How many of you heard the recording of Weah begging me to support him to be president? This is the man who's calling me to support him to be president, asking for a meeting with me. Yeah, the way he's talking. My man, 18 years, my man. What's up? Yeah, now. You got to go on and let that get across the let that till the man talking like he calling me to come join to go play football game. To go play football game? This is the man talking about taking over my country. And this is how he's talking. Like, I'm going to go join him to go play football game. I'm listening to this guy. I'm like, this guy is an idiot. Why would I support this guy? Then I sat down because I wanted to sit down with the 2 of them. So I now even sat down with him. After the phone call, he called me 3 different times. It was the third time I even took his call. He called me, yeah. And I said, you know what? I will record this conversation because tomorrow when I say we are calling, people will say that lie. I recorded the conversation. But then I sat down with Joe Barker. After the call with we are, I decided not to even sit down with him. I remember where I was that day. I was in GT Bank. When I finally said, you know what, let me talk to the guy. Because I knew why he was calling me. This was the second round. Everybody wanted my support. Barker wanted my support. We are wanted my support. So after the call with we are, I said, to hell with it. I'm not going to go sit down with this guy. This guy's an idiot. But I sat down with Joe Barker for the very first time in my life. Barker, it was a one-on-one meeting. After all the things, the nasty campaign I ran against Joe Barker in the first round, that man sat down with me in his office one-on-one. One-on-one. Nobody was there. And I had that conversation with him. I left there with a different mindset. About Joe Barker. That's what happened to me that day. I left there with a different mindset about Joe Barker. I saw in Joe Barker the honesty. I saw the simplicity. I saw the humility. I saw the deep love of country. Me and this man share so much in common. He may be from a different generation, but we share so much in common. Our deep love of country and for our people. And I said to myself that day, I said, you know what? This is the man that I'm going to support for president. I went all out. I told my people, I said, yes, the first round was there. The second round is different. This is about the country. We need to put our feelings aside. I went all out and I supported Joe Barker. Since that time, 5 years, or maybe 6 years now, Joe Barker and I have become extremely close over the years. It was a decision I made that I would make that decision again 1 million times. I will make that decision again to support Joe Barker. He has no money to offer me. My support for him has not been based. That the one thing my detractors cannot accuse me of, he's supporting Joe Barker for money, because Joe Barker ain't got no money. Commies ain't got money. They want my support. We ain't got money. They want my support. Why am I supporting the man who does not have anything to give me materially? Because I believe in his vision for the country. Because he and I share something in common. We love our country and we want to see it changed for the better. We love our people. And that to me is worth more than any amount of money. That is why I will stick with Joe Barker until he goes to the executive mansion. And God Almighty has ordained it that Joseph Yuma Barker is the next president of Liberia. So, my people, some of us are driven by our conviction, not by money. If that money we're looking for down like that, we're not sitting down here. We are them because all of them want us. We let the farm get in the town who everybody wants. But when all the men want us. But the men that will refuse to be with, that they didn't want to talk bad about us because they didn't get us. But the moment we love to that, we go to that man, then then that time you do all the good things. Everybody wants Henry Costa. That be more. All of you know. The side that I'm on, that side can be clapping. Yay, Pedro. I'm a celebrity among them. The other side, because I'm not on their side, then they can talk all kind of la things, baba things about me. But one thing they will never accuse Pedro for, Pedro supports you for money. Because listen, what the money Papa Joe get to give me? He not get money. He not get money to give us. But it is not about money. If we say we love Liberia, we must follow the right person. I had a consulting deal with Daniel Cassell, $40,000 US a month. Free money. What thing I was doing for that money? Joseph Barker was getting concerned. He didn't come to me. You know what he did? He told a big sister of mine, we have this triangular relationship, very close. He said, my nephew, I'm getting concerned with this thing with Cassell. You know, he has respect for me. You know, I'm a grown-up man. I signed a contract. It's a legitimate business contract. He didn't think that it was going to be fair and appropriate on his part to try to dictate to me water or tomato in my business as I run a business. We do run a business. So he didn't bring it, he didn't raise his concern with me, but he raised his concern with my big sister. And she raised it with me. He said, I said, your uncle concerned. He thinks that he might lose you to Cassell. Some of you don't know that's why I terminated my contract with Cassell. I forgo money. I let money go so that Joe Barker would not be unsure or would not have doubts that I might go to Cassell because I'm with him. We let money go. How many of you can look at money, free money, 40,000 a year? What you take from Daniel Cassell? I got the first 20,000. I was about to get my second 20,000, but I let the 20,000 go. I terminated the contract. I posted my termination letter on Facebook. Many of my supporters are also concerned. But Pedro, we are supporting you, and because of you, we supporting the old man. And we expect, and you give us the direction. You are the one, but you also got this contract with Cassell, even though it's not a political thing, but it's confusing us. My people were concerned. I let it go. If you are not prepared to make personal sacrifices for a cause greater than yourself, then you are not prepared to be a leader. Then you are not a true leader. I lost money for Joseph Boakai. I have lost a lot of money for Joseph Boakai. People make a lot of offers to me. Isn't that all I can tell you? People offer me big money. Money what? My whole family, when they pour all the money together, when we sell everything my whole family got, it can't reach that money that they can offer me. 1 million, 2 million, we'll pay it in installment, we'll give you the $500,000, $500,000 now. All kinds of deals they offer to me. You think I don't want money? You think I want to live good life? But I'm living okay. I'm not suffering. I thank God for that. When I look at where God took me from where I am. So Joseph Boakai knows. Let me tell you something. Some of you wonder, oh, but why Joe Boakai let Costa ball all day? Joe Boakai can be telling them about me. Now they don't want to tell me, oh, I go like brother can say, oh, the Papa can, oh, my man Costa, the Papa can tell you good news, Papa can tell you good news, because you know what Joe Boakai knows. He's a good man, he's a decent man, he's a grateful man. He knows what it means to make sacrifices to support him. He ain't got money to give us. While we are rejecting money to support him who has no money to give us. That is a measure of a man's loyalty and commitment to a cause. If he can make personal sacrifice for his own material well-being, he can forego it and say, this is the cause that I believe in, this is the person that I support. I'm not choosing my own home. But the offers that come our way, today, if I pick up the phone and say, my man, that offer you made, let's go back to the table and go and talk. Or let me hear you out again. They will be hard because God has given us a special gift. But that gift is not for sale. I don't have the right to think that that gift that God has given me is for me to go and profit from it to benefit myself. That gift is to serve the people. Anything that's bad, I am under obligation to be against it. I have a moral obligation, a duty to stand up and speak out against evil, against things that affect the people. That is the reason why I have this special gift from God, not to profit from it for myself. And that is why I have said, if becoming senator or president or whatever, would not be what God wants me to be, then let me not have that. If becoming senator or a leader elected by the people, if I would change and betray the people and do the exact things that I have preached against in these past 11 years, then I'd rather not be senator or a leader. I'd rather not be. Some of you think that all of us are the same. We're not perfect, though, but we are all not the same. The sacrifices we have made to support this Joe Boakai man and continue to support him the sacrifices we've made for the Liberian people. And the very reason we support Bouaka is for you, the people. Some of you may not know it today, but tomorrow you will know when Joe Bouaka is president why we chose Joe Bouaka. God himself brought us together. Joe Bouaka always says that to me. He said, Henry, God brought us together, you and I. He says that to me every time. He said, God brought us together for a mission, a rescue mission to rescue this country. And that is the mission we are on. And the God that brought us together, that God shall see this mission successfully, fruitfully executed. Thank you so much. God bless you all. Bouaka, you want to say something there?
No, of course, it's okay. And we wish our listeners and viewers a happy weekend.
Beautiful weekend.
We'll be here next week. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll be back here next weekend. Be safe, my people. Be safe. God bless you all. God bless you all.